It's been far too long. Pittsburgh Steelers football is back tonight in prime time. Now, despite everything that transpired yesterday with Antonio Brown, despite everything that transpired with the Pittsburgh Steelers this past offseason, everybody overlooking us, everybody counting us out, everybody saying we can't get anything done. Here we are headed to Foxborough to take on the reigning, defending, undisputed Super Bowl champions of the world, although we only play in the nation, the New England Patriots, and I am ecstatic for this game. Now, granted, last time we ever walked into New England and walked out with a W, last I remembered, I was 14 years old. I was in my freshman year of high school. I was playing football in my first year of junior varsity, my only year of junior varsity, I might add, and we walked in there, gave them the Beats by Dre several different weeks before Christmas, and walked out with a W. But oh, alas, who was the quarterback? No, it wasn't Tom Brady. It was Matt Castle. Last time we walked in to New England where they had their starting quarterback playing and we walked out with a W, that was 1997. Who was at the helm? That was Drew Bledsoe. So last I remembered from my math, we've never beaten Tom Brady in Gillette Stadium. However, tonight, this changes. Why? Because we've got a group geared to get it done. I understand where there's a will, there is a way. Everybody counting us out, like I said. Everybody got us off their radar. You take out the Dragon radar, you take a look trying to find the Pittsburgh Steelers, you can't find us. Britney Spears started performing live at Gillette Stadium. On my radar, then we ain't on it. And guess what that makes us? Underdogs. That makes us even better. For the first time in nearly 20 years, or I should say first time since what, about 2003, 2002, 2000, whatever the year was, the Pittsburgh Steelers are not predicted to go to the postseason. Guess what that means? Nobody's going to see what's coming. Because last time we played against the New England Patriots, all right, it was in Pittsburgh. Although it was in Pittsburgh, last time they saw us, we walked out with that W. What happened? On the ground, Jalen Samuels, over 140 yards. Big Ben through the air, 200 yards. The player who's no longer there, he's on the other sideline smiling, had himself a touchdown as well. I believe one of our lone touchdowns along with Vance McDonald in the end zone. So what we need to do is make sure we run the ball against the New England Patriots. It can get done. Their defense isn't as strong as it was outside of the secondary. The front seven, they still got some names up there. But we can run the football effectively against that team. Okay, we should be able to go out there, throw the ball effectively over the middle because it's been the exact same blueprint to defeat the New England Patriots, although it is very hard to get it done. We have saw some success recently from last year, so follow that blueprint. Are you going to fake them out with the exact same blueprint that you did last year? Absolutely not, but you take what's worked and you figure out a way to galvanize that and get it to work this time around. Okay, hand the football over to James Conner because they did not see him last year. Get the ball to Juju Smith-Schuster. Get the ball to James Washington. Last I remember, he was our leading receiver last year. So let's get that going, at least in that game against the New England Patriots. Let's get the ball into his hand. Dante Moncrief, he's our number 2. Let's get the ball vertically down the field to him. New England has a very capable secondary, I might add. You got Stephon Gilmore. You got the McCourty twins back there as well. It's going to be kind of hard to get the ball vertically down the field, but damn it, we could take a shot because we got some speedsters outside. More importantly, the manable Vance McDonald, I don't think one of the linebackers for the New England Patriots can guard him one-on-one consistently throughout the game. They can get him in the first quarter, they can get him in the second, but I'm telling you, all that muscle mass, all that stiff arm and Chris Conte from last year in Tampa Bay, we can do that out here in Gillette. Utilize the middle of the field. Run a ton of counters the same way we did with Jaden Samuels, and we can get things done. All right, defensively, I love our group. Now, it's going to be kind of hard. Antonio Brown's not playing tomorrow. We don't got to worry about that. They got Demaryius Thomas out there, all right? They still got, they got Dorsett, you know, in the slot somewhere. Julian Edelman's going to be out there. We also got Josh Gordon out there as well. It's going to be kind of hard, but we need to make sure we're battle-tested. I love the fact the very first week we go out there and play the best team in the NFL because we've got to make sure and we put the league on notice where we stand. On the ground, we cannot allow Sony Michel to beat us. All right, we drafted a guy who can go out and stop the run. That name is Devin Bush. I expect to see that man go out there, play as many steps as he possibly can, play and shut down the run as often as he can. Our defensive line, our front seven at that, is one of the better front sevens in the league. We have a very underrated linebacking core, and tonight we're going to make sure we put the league on notice so they put some respect on our name. Our front four, I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to go into the get into the backfield, cause some sort of penetration, because the last time we played against New England. What did? We had Tom Brady running all damn day. We may not have sacked him a large number of times. We didn't get our first sack until I believe it was the fourth quarter. But whatever the case is, if we can get enough pressure on Tom Brady, what do? Force lame ducks, interceptions, and then Joe Hayden can catch it, go out of bounds, and then we can sit over here and smile because we walked into the house of the world champs and walked out with a W. Similar to what we saw the Kansas City Chiefs do 2 seasons ago. So that's what we need to have happen. And I believe when there's a will, there's a way. Everybody got us counted up. You got everybody talking about they got no faith that we'll be able to walk up in there and get it done. But guess what? The 53 men who going to get on the field, all of the coaching staff, everybody in Heinz Field and Pittsburgh Steelers fans across the damn nation going to have our spirits all in tuned Sunday Night Football to make sure the Pittsburgh Steelers take the field in Gillette. Watch them unveil the 6th banner of the Lombardi Trophy, putting those rings on their finger, and it's going to be nothing more than added motivation because the writing is on the wall, gentlemen. The writing is on the wall for the Stairway to 7, for us to go and show the entire world. You counted us out. You said we couldn't get it done with all of the stars that we lost. You said, oh, we're being too egotistical. We got underachievers. We're guys that simply will never get to the finish line. We can't win with a Mike Tomlin team. We got to win with the recyclables that we had from Bill Cowher's team. We're going to prove them all wrong, and this is the very first step because we are the Pittsburgh Steelers. We bow down to absolutely nobody, and we play our version of football no matter what stadium that we are in, and we're coming to Gillette. And we're walking in challenges. We're walking out, taking down the world's champions. Everybody get your hands up in here. Steelers on 3, win on 6. 1, 2, 3 Steelers. 4, 5, 6 win. Here we go, baby. Football is back. Pittsburgh Steelers football is back.